What's up, people? Welcome to the Health is Wealth podcast. This is a show we talk about the relationship between your health, your wealth, and we're not just talking about the push-ups and dollar bills. Today's episode is all about the ways you should never always work out. I'm your host, Jason Shively, and this is our co-host, Bobby Jackson. We're at the
everybody?
Custom Fit Institute again on the road show.
That's right. Live from my gym of the Custom Fitness Institute in Pompano Beach. Man, I'm so glad we could get this thing up here, shoot some of this content, and I got to say, man, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with our little podcast. Our little production right here is pretty good.
On the Road is coming to you.
On the Road is coming at you. And
Yeah.
so today's episode topic is also another one that's really important to us. Ways you should never always work out. If that's not confusing enough, we got that idea from all the people in the fitness industry. Unfortunately, it's famous for a lot of different coaches and trainers to always condemn a certain type of training, right? They're always saying you should always do this type, you should never use this type of equipment, people to try to prioritize with one thing over the other, or use that absolute as you should never try to use this type of equipment. And we're just not those kind of trainers. We know that there's always a place to use different styles of things, to challenge our bodies differently. And as long as we're doing things safely, that's just going to help us build a better rounded physique and a better, healthier, well-rounded body. So,
Yeah. So,
what's the first one? We got a good list of these right here. This is going to be good.
Those older bodybuilders that always want you to use dumbbells and barbells only. Hey man, I'm just a dumbbell myself. Just use me all the time.
Yeah, the perfect example of what we're talking about right here, which is the only use free weights. You don't get the same amount of work or as good of a workout if you use machines or cables or whatever the case. Only use dumbbells, which dumbbells are great. Free weights are awesome. Use that barbell, move those weights around. It does challenge your body differently, but I got a problem when they say that's the only thing you should be using. Of course, if we have injuries in certain areas, you're going to be able to hit different muscle groups, maybe a little bit safer or under a little bit better control when you do work in a machine, cable, something like that. So.
Yeah. But you don't have a problem necessarily with all of that. You have a problem with because they always come up to you and they want to go, hey man, just use the hammer strength.
Bro.
Just come up and use the glute machine all damn day.
Yep.
Just the one machine should fix everything. Do 3,000 sets of this one rep and everything, and take 10,000 selfies and you'll be okay.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
They're probably not there for the right reasons anyway. They're just trying to get you to do what they're doing. They probably don't even look like that naturally. And so those are people, especially for you guys who are newer to the gym or thinking about just starting out, do not listen to those people.
Yeah, change is good. That's the whole point. We're gonna
Change
talk a
and
lot of crap today.
variation. Yep.
But variety is the best thing you can do for your
man,
body
the
when you're
best.
trying to get it to change and stuff. When you get to a certain point, you want to do specific sports and specific events, then fine, go ahead and do the same damn thing over and over again, and we won't ever talk to you ever again.
That's right. Okay, so we got another good one too. So that perfect start. It's the only dumbbells. Only dumbbells.
Yeah, the next one's the old turds that always tell you to use. It's the old turded minded. Okay, you're minded. You want to use the damn machines all the time. That's the only thing you do. You can't touch your toes ever again and stuff. Just sit down. Use that crappy ab machine. Use those crappy machines that and that's it. You do this little circuit. That's what they used to call curves, and they're out of business for a reason because that shit doesn't work anymore.
It's the other end of the spectrum. The same kind of people that are telling you only ever use free weights. You can never touch a machine because you won't make gains. The other end of the spectrum is telling you, oh my God, those free weights, something's going to fall and hurt me, or I'm going to pull something. No, you just need less weight.
Yes.
You might need to just slow it down a little bit. Get a trainer, make sure you're using proper form. Don't only ever use machines, right? It's still, again, variety is king. So yeah, there might be some machines that are beneficial for you in certain movement patterns, but that shouldn't be completely limited to only machines, right? It's that pull back the intensity, learn the dang moves with some freaking free weights, because that is part of a well-rounded routine.
Yeah, they're stuck. That's the thing. It's more of a stubborn thing in our issue. We have an issue with those people being stubborn and everything. They had an injury before, and they got stuck in a routine, and they're stuck on that damn routine.
Yeah, or
bodybuilders, those old school bodybuilders, they only know one thing, and that's the only one thing they know. Hey, we're not dogging your bodybuilders, but if you're not training for be a bodybuilder, then why are you doing bodybuilding stuff all the time?
That's it.
And
it's maybe one time a machine they wanted to use didn't actually even have enough weight on the stack, right? Okay, that doesn't condemn that whole movement pattern on that machine. That just means, okay, I need to use more weight. I got to go grab a pair of dumbbells or load up the barbell or something like that.
Don't get us confused. This episode is all about never always work out like this, meaning don't always do that if you're just looking for general health purposes. That's our goal. Both of us are trainers that believe in variety is the king. Certain times we have you in certain programs, but not all the damn time. That's our frustration with this episode.
Variation. It's different modalities, it's different movement patterns, it's different types of equipment, it's different intensities. It's got to be that combination if you really want to work well-roundedly and get those results.
Yeah, and then I'm sick and tired of all the never always want to be a functional person. Man. I just want to be bands. I want to tie bands. Let's use bands today. Let's use bands tomorrow. Let's bands.
It's only about functional strength. Yeah, okay, so my strong legs and core and arms aren't functional unless I'm doing them upside down with my legs tied around a TRX strap with a medicine ball between my butt cheeks. That's not okay. What is that? What function is that causing? That's just overcomplicated for an Instagram video, right? It's that simplify it. Put some resistance on your body. Resistance is resistance, whether it's a band, whether it's your body weight, whether it's a dumbbell, barbell, kettlebell, whatever. 5 pounds is 5 pounds.
Yeah,
so just get your body moving.
Yeah, those little princesses that doing functional training all the time need to put a bar over their head every once in a while. They need to do some deadlifts and stuff. They'll actually be a little stronger. They'll have a better foundation. Their bone density will get a little bit better.
There you go.
So
you have to have that resistance on there.
To quit doing little ballerina moves in the middle of my floor when I'm doing walking lunges. Okay, quit doing that.
That's it. Just stop. The more complicated a movement looks, the less progress and actual result it's probably giving you. And especially if you see somebody in the corner videotaping themselves or a friend, just forget whatever they're doing right there. You can almost guarantee it's going to be garbage, and those people are just there to try to make friends on the internet.
Most of the time they're only doing that movement to put it on the video. They're not doing it for the regular workouts. That's the funny part is you see this enough in the gyms where they're only taking the photo and the video of the movement, and they never see them doing that in their regular workouts.
That's it. That's that 15-second or less.
That one time exercise. They climbed a rope.
That's right. They did one set of it. Did you get the video? Okay, great. I'm going to go home now. And it's okay, how valuable was that really for you?
Yeah.
So anyway, we got another.
We got another one. There's another. Never always be a spinner. I'm tired of all the cardio kings and queens out there.
That's right.
Quit doing the same thing over again and wonder
all
why
I need is my treadmill, man. All I need is the miles on my legs.
And then
that's why my shrimpy little arms and muscularly imbalanced shoulders and terrible posture doesn't bother me.
And their butt cheeks keep swaying back and forth because they haven't done any resistance training and picked up a dumbbell.
There's no muscular tension there. There's no muscular definition.
They wonder why they're still in their granny panties all the time. Jesus, because it's just it's all hanging there, just
all you're
flopping
doing
around.
Is just hopping around, right? And it's just
you do realize that when you're doing a cardio program, once you're done burning those calories, you're done for the day.
A body recovers and you're back to just where you started, versus breaking down that muscle tissue and letting that recovery be what's burning those calories for another day or two after the workout.
So go hang out with that old school bodybuilder for twice a week, and then the old school bodybuilder come out with you and hang out for twice.
That's the funny part. All these people need to have some mutual friends to teach them all a little bit about what they're all doing, because they're all doing great stuff. You know what I mean? We're not slandering anybody's training methods. It's just you need a little bit of that one, and you need a little bit of that one, and you need a little bit of that one, and that's what creates a complete program, so we're not muscularly imbalanced, hurting, looking uneven, looking crazy.
Okay, then those yogis, man, jeez Louise, get out of the mat every once in a while. Go on a walk, do some lunges, get some cardiovascular in there. Just sit down and stand up a couple times, because I'm sick and tired of you guys complaining about your low back's hurting and all you do is stretch.
But I'm so limber.
You're limber, but you don't have any strength.
But have you seen my core? I can sit in a plank for so long at my yoga thing with the whatever positions, and it's okay. Well, clearly that's not very well-rounded muscular activation then, because your spine isn't truly getting supported from all 360 degrees of core. Your core is not just the abs. You guys are referring to a six-pack when you say core. Core is on the sides. Core is on the back. Well, guess what? We're not working when we're laying on the floor. We're not working our back when we're laying on the floor, or all that front holding where we're propping ourselves up on the hands in that push-up position. That's all front of the body. Back's not getting any work. The back strength is what draws those shoulders back, builds up the posture, and keeps that back healthy and strong.
Yeah, I always find funny, every one of these individuals that only does these individual things, they always have this stimuli, this everyone knows who they are.
Totally.
They always know.
These are probably people who define themselves
who
by
who
their
we're
one
talking
style
about.
of exercise.
You know who we're talking about.
Oh, do you work out? I do yoga. Oh, do you work out? Yeah, I spin. I'm like, okay, well, that was.
Why do you think HIIT training has gotten so popular over the past 5 to 10 years?
Because of
the variety.
variation and
The
variety.
varieties.
Right there.
You got these instructors doing a plank for a minute, then you're walking lunges, then you got pull-ups, then you got shoulder presses.
And then they're working
all
in the
same
treadmill or the rower or whatever
Yeah.
the case might be. Those are all great methods.
Yeah.
And depending on what your goals are, you might need a little bit more of one than the other. However, you still need that dang combination. You can't just rely on one style of training to get all your results.
And we're talking about those people that just want overall health. If you tell me that you want to be on the stage, then you need a bodybuilder to help you get you there. If you want to be running a marathon, then guess what? You don't need to be bodybuilding. You're going to be running all the time. And stuff. I won't be talking to you very much because you're running all the time.
And you're going to be complaining about your knees and hips and back and ankles and all that.
Hey,
but, you know, we
goals
don't
are goals. We're not dogging the goals.
That's what you want to do.
Go get some results. Go get your goals. But mix it up. If you don't have a program that you're following, mix it up. Your body will be thankful. You'll be like, oh, crap. Yeah, that was a tough workout because I'm not used to dumbbells. And all of a sudden, that was a tough workout. I'm not used to yoga.
How many cardio kings and queens have you got where you get them doing any type of upper body movement? Oh, man, I didn't know my heart rate could get moving that fast from just lifting weights.
Yep.
Yeah, because your upper body is in horrible shape. Your posture is terrible. You have no muscular endurance or measurable upper body strength. Yeah. You've been dancing around on your feet for the last 4 decades. Yeah, you can outrun me all day. The number of miles you guys put on is phenomenal, and I commend that. That's great. That took a lot of work to establish. However, when you can't do 10 push-ups without feeling like your shoulders are going to blow out, okay, that's a problem. That is a horribly lopsided training regimen, and you need to increase that upper body movement as well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, sometimes people get stuck in certain programs because of fear and everything, and that's the thing, get away from the fear. I think that you become a cardio queen or king because you're fearful of the other things. You don't know how to do it and stuff. Well, ask. I promise you there's a bodybuilder out there in that gym that you're going to that'll help you do something properly. Just ask a question. The front desk at your facility, you got a cousin, you got your mama, you got your daddy. Ask them questions, how to move, how to do different things. That's what you do in your businesses. Everyone is always asking, how do I get this job? How can I do my job faster?
I need answers.
We're trying to help you.
Answers are out there.
All you have to do is open your mouth. We're here to answer those questions. Give us some comments. Share us, like us on all these episodes and everything. And don't forget,
love us.
Like us, love us, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
And don't forget, most importantly, never always only listen to us, except for right now.
Never always do that.
Never always only listen to us.
Do that. But only
Do that.
three or four times a day.
3 or 4 times, several times.
Always.
Every day. But never.
But all the time.
Don't forget it.